Well, the attorney and his team spent 7 days inside this building. He says the results should be coming out in the very near future, perhaps next week. Meanwhile, the federal government is looking into and evaluating what happened at Poe Hall.
We are excited and happy that the CDC and the NIOSH Cancer Cluster Study is in full swing.
The CDC sending out this letter about NC State's Poe Hall and saying exposure in the workplace may be associated with cancer among employees. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services was put on notice, as were university leaders. Toxic PCBs were discovered last fall. Attorney Brian Bryce represents people who worked or studied here. He wants the federal agency to expand its review beyond employees, explaining that a client who was a former student has been battling cancer and unfortunately is receiving hospice care right now.
You know, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients who are sick and hurting and cancer. We understand that there may be up to 25 folks who have passed away from cancer who have worked in Poe Hall.
The university has done testing and says the primary source of those chemicals was identified in the building's HVAC system. Bryce was granted access inside Poe Hall for independent testing after a lengthy legal battle.
It's a toxic building. I was worried and I was glad that we had on PPE and protective gear. PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls, were banned in 1979 for a reason. They're toxic.
This student took a class here before it was shut down and supports federal officials looking into the case.
If there comes to a conclusion that can help people stay safe, I'm for that.
So DHHS tells me that they are providing whatever information necessary for the next steps in this investigation. NC State did not provide a statement when I did request one today. However, on the website, Chancellor Randy Woodson writes that the university remains committed to doing the right things to ensure that this is a safe place to work, learn, and live. We're live in Raleigh. Elena Athens, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.